Hello, welcome to the video. Now, prior to Cowboy Bebop, the series director's claim to fame was co-directing 1994's Macross Plus. Though franchise creator Shoji Kawamori was the director, many subjects from Macross carried over to Cowboy Bebop. These included space travel, love triangles, checkered pasts, government ineptitude, and the fickle nature of technology. And almost every episode title refers to a song title or genre of music. For example, Episode 1, Asteroid Blues, refers directly to the style of music. Episode 2, Stray Dog Strut, references the song Stray Cat Strut, and so on throughout the series. Number 3. Only half of the series' 26 episodes were aired on regular Japanese television station TV Tokyo. The rest were deemed unfit for regular television. Episodes 1, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17, 19, and from episode 20 to episode 26 were all skipped due to violence, drugs, and suggestive, mature themes. This was because a rash of very brutal murders were committed by a 14-year-old and then an 11-year-old boy. Their excuse was that they saw it on TV, and thus caused Japan to start to heavily censor their shows. Eventually, Cowboy Bebop was aired unedited and with every episode intact on Japan's WOWOW satellite channel after midnight, where it was hugely popular. The American run of the show had similar issues. During the initial run of the series on Adult Swim, Cowboy Funk was one of 3 episodes, the others being Sympathy for the Devil and Waltz for Venus being the other 2, that were not televised. This episode went unaired due to the 9/11 incident and the resemblance of the Twin Towers that Teddy Bomber targets. The episodes were aired during the show's second run though. Spike is frequently shown with cigarette stems bent upwards or downwards. This is a subtle reference to jazz pioneer Dizzy Gillespie, one of the founders of bebop, whose trademark was a trumpet with the bell slanted. Shinichiro Watanabe, the director of the animated series, has stated that he enjoys the English dub of the series more than the original. He thinks the Japanese cast does a good job in their own right, but the English actors really add a lot of emotion and depth to the characters that just can't be matched. Yoko Kanno, the anime's composer, was much more blunt. An extra on one of the DVDs quoted her as saying, "Our Spike, good. Your Spike, sexy." If you are a Star Trek fan, I will feel you will really enjoy some of Watanabe's hidden Easter eggs. Faye's capsule, where she was cryogenically preserved, uses the code NCC-1701B. You may recognize this as a reference to the Enterprise on Star Trek. In session number 19, Wild Horses, which by the way takes its name from a Rolling Stones song, Spike takes his spaceship to be fixed to a man named Doohan. This is in honor of James Doohan, who played the original Scotty in Star Trek. In fact, if you watch the show closely enough, you will see Watanabe's love for sci-fi in general throughout the entire series. Ed's blood type is AB, although I actually don't know if it's AB positive or negative. Anyway, according to the supposed link between blood types and personality, someone with AB blood are spiritual, rational, level-headed, excel at planning and organizing, overproduced hormones, especially adrenaline, causing very high and intense moods. What do you think? Does that fit Ed's personality? The name of Spike's ship is called Swordfish. This fast and agile space fighter is just an old piece of junk, as are all the crew's ships. but it's still fast and agile, and with Spike as its pilot, it becomes a deadly machine. It has two cannons, a plasma gun, and options for carrying other kinds of payload on the wingtips. The fighter was modeled after the Fairy Swordfish bomber that served in the English Armed Forces between and during World War II. This is most notable in the round shape of the engine. Well, since premiering in 2001, Cowboy Bebop remains the most aired anime in American television history.